Good evening and welcome again. My name is Reyes, and I'm the Executive Director of Business Development here at Rose Hills. And it's my pleasure to welcome you to our Welcome Home Vietnam Veterans Day event. Before we begin, I'd like to talk to you a moment about the serious issue of homelessness amongst our veterans. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development estimates that 62,619 veterans are homeless on any given night. Let that number just kind of set in for a moment. Over the course of a year, approximately twice that many experience homelessness. Only 7% of the general population can claim veteran status, but nearly 13% of the homeless adult population are veterans. Americans homeless veterans have served in World War II, the Korean War, during the Cold War, the Vietnam War, Grenada, Panama, Lebanon, Persian Gulf War, Afghanistan, Iraq. About 1.4 million other veterans, meanwhile, are considered at risk of homelessness due to poverty and the lack of support networks and the dismal living conditions in the overcrowded and substandard housing. In addition to the complex set of factors influencing all homelessness, extreme shortage of affordable housing, livable income, and access to health care, a large number of displaced and at-risk veterans live with lingering effects of post-traumatic stress disorder and substance abuse, which are compounded by a lack of family and social support networks. Additionally, the military occupations and trainings are not always transferable to civilian workforce, placing some veterans at a disadvantage when competing for employment. Unfortunately, many of these indigent veterans die homeless and are often buried in a pauper's grave. We are honored this evening to provide a funeral service for servicemen, for 5 servicemen, an American hero, who unfortunately died while homeless.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we're here to honor our own, to honor our veterans who served our country, and to remember our fallen. Rose Hills has joined with the veterans in the County of Los Angeles, and in essence, all the veterans who served this country, because it is Rose Hills who came together with us that said, we need to honor our veterans. They were homeless veterans who had been lost from their families for years upon years. They were in hospitals, down in the morgues, without family participation whatsoever. And I came to Rose Hills, Bruce and I, and all the rest of the Rose Hills family said, we need to honor these homeless veterans. At the time, we sought out each and every family member we possibly could with the help of the County of Los Angeles, the Sheriff's Department, the Veterans Administration, everyone. We tried to find some family that belonged to those 15 veterans, and we couldn't. So then we all decided that the families of those veterans were right before us. It was all of you who served, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marine Corps, the Coast Guard, the Merchant Marine. the men and women who served our country with honor and distinction. You are the family of these fallen. Eagleton, Richard, serial number 229904, United States Army, 1964 to 1966, served with honor and distinction. The next one, Wilson, William, serial number 229908, United States Air Force, 1958 to 1962, served with honor and distinction. Third casket. Lansky, Charles, serial number 229905, United States Army, 1964 to 1968, served with honor and distinction. Next one. Maddox, Paul, number 229-906, United States Army, 1966 to 1968. And our very last, Silverton, Jerry, 229-907, United States Army, 1953 to 1955.